such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. We will continue to roll out different aspects and characteristics of our website as For Such a Time as This continues to minister biblically as accurately as possible, but with no fear. And with that, we want to introduce the 99-cent campaign. We're going to ask if the Lord so moves on your heart to support us financially and what that will bring. But before we do that, we're going to ask for such a time as this today. For such a time as this today is the website. But let's do this. Let me, before I get into supporting us financially, let me get to this. Mark 11, chapter 15. And they came to Jerusalem, and he, Jesus, entered the temple and began to drive out those who sold and those who bought in the temple. And he overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold pigeons. And he would not allow anyone to carry anything through the temple. And he was teaching them and saying to them, "Is it not written, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all the nations? But you have made it a den of robbers." It is the conviction of New Hope Community Church, the church in which For Such a Time as This is a ministry of. It is our conviction that you can never make the gospel about money. And what I mean by that is you can never charge anyone to minister them from the gospel. What we see, the pattern in Scripture, is that at no point did Jesus or his disciples say, "We will not minister to you unless you pay us first." Yeah, we'll come to your church and we'll minister, but you got to pay us $40,000 before we come. Or if you're a smaller big fish, pay us $20,000 and we'll come. And some of the big fish, $75,000. We'll come if you pay us $75,000. It is the conviction of For Such a Time as This, that's sin. You never, ever charge for the gospel. The pattern we do see in Scripture, that if the Lord leads you, if he puts it on your heart to support a ministry, then you give. And at For Such a Time as This, we will minister with the money that God blesses us with, to the best of our ability. And for those who support, if we go to Iowa, if we go to Washington, if we go to Ohio, if we go to Michigan, we will never charge. If we can't go to Michigan, we'll tell you, we don't have the money, we can't go to Michigan. But if we are called to go to New York or wherever, or minister in whatever capacity, we will never charge. We will try our best. If we can't make it to Jamaica, we'll tell you. But we'll never say we'll come here if you give us $40,000. We'll never put a price tag. Never put a price tag on ministering. So here, we're going to ask you to join what we call the 99-cent campaign. You go to the website, for such a time as this today, not .com, not .org, not .net, today. For such a time as this today. As you start to scroll down, you will see this pop up. Then you go to join us. And when you go to that, it will explain what we do in this area. There's no such thing as a silent witness. Will you support us? Will you please support us? We have something called a 99-cent campaign, right? For a minimum of 99 cents per month, every contribution helps. Here's just a snippet of what your recurring support will include. If you join us on our 99-cent campaign, you will get exclusive content. And let me explain the exclusive content, not trying to hide anything. Here's our thinking behind us. If you support us financially, you're probably not part of the enemy's army. And so we can share things freely with you. There's a weeding out freely with you without you reporting us to Big Brother. So that's what we mean by exclusive content. Content that we'll probably get in trouble with. But hey, again, we trust God in that. Supporter-only discussion groups will have live groups with those who are recurring, have a recurring giving. We will see you as supporters and ministers and partners in the ministry, and so we will communicate to you via Zoom or YouTube Live or whatever, but we will partner with you. And so you go down here, can you commit a recurring donation, right? Any amount will do. So you come down here, would you like to support? Click here, recurring, and you have 99 cents, 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, whatever. But at least 99%, we could do wonders if we just simply got a majority of our subscribers to subscribe for 99 cents a month. We could strike back at the empire. We could do an awful lot. Have a godly friend that has come alongside the ministry. He has a business in digital advertising, and so he says he's going to help us out when it comes to that. But we're going to spread the net far and wide, far and wide. We're going to compete. We're going to compete in the arena of ideas on the internet, on social media. And if you would support us with our 99 cent campaign, we could do an awful lot. We've done a lot already, but if you will support us, recurring, we'll do a lot more. 2021 is already shaping up to be a doozy. Maranatha. God bless.
For such a time as this,